Hey y'all, it is August the 5th, 2019. We're in the wee hours of the morning. I thought I would go ahead and cover this before I forget about it, all right, or before it gets away from us. I actually noticed it a few days ago, all right, so it's already been getting away from me a little bit. So a lady by the name of Danielle Stella, and I understand that's actually a pseudonym. That's not her real name, from what I understand, and probably for good reason. We're going to talk about it just for a little bit. If you haven't heard about Danielle Stella, you got a little overview. All right, let's go ahead and read it out. Danielle Stella is an educator and a Republican candidate for the U.S. House of Representatives seat of Minnesota. You might have been hearing about them recently, maybe or maybe not. Minnesota's 5th congressional district. If successful, Stella will join the 117th United States Congress. She is known for being one of the first political candidates to give credence to the QAnon conspiracy theory. Now, as y'all have all heard, you follow QAnon or whatever. Not to say that I ever had, to be honest with you, but if you have and you do, you're now a terrorist, all right? You might be a white nationalist, and it doesn't even matter if you're white or not. Does not matter. But you already getting a taste, all right? She's the first political candidate to give credence to a QAnon conspiracy theory, and we all know that those are they're not allowable. You can't think that or suspect that or anything like that. QAnon is right about anything or anything like that. Now, I wanted to go over the news about the lady. Is pretty important. As we discussed before, Danielle Stella wants to unseat Ilhan Omar, which is what's right here on the top post, and in fact, it's on every post, all right? This is from the New York Post. Republican Danielle Stella aiming to unseat Ilhan Omar, charged with felony. Very interesting. And as you can tell, dozens and dozens of publications copied and pasted the same thing within moments. All right. Report: Ilhan Omar challenger Danielle Stella has been twice arrested on felony charges. Representative Ilhan Omar, GOP challenger accused of shoplifting from Target. All right. So it's going to go on a little bit. We'll dive into one of the articles, but it says Ilhan Omar, challenger accused of stealing 279 items from Target. Now, we're going to go into the article and read it a little bit to get a little bit more of the details, but that is basically exactly what I'm about to explain to you.
Low battery.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Damn robot. All right. That's exactly what I'm going to explain to you is that Ilhan Omar's challenger, Miss Danielle Stella, she's accused of stealing 279 items from Target. All right. And it causes you to wonder, none of these articles are going to be written very well, but it causes you to wonder, well, was this all in one shot? All right, did she steal 279 items all at one time? And that's what you're talking about? And that's why you want to get her caught up? Or did she steal from Target about 279 times? And y'all just happen to let her get away with it about 279 times until you decide to get her caught up for it? Or was it right after she started announcing that she was going to run for Congress against Ilhan Omar that, all of a sudden she's got felony charges upon her now from a Target? Maybe she doesn't even know about it. Maybe that blindsided her, and maybe these are false allegations. All right, I don't know the truth exactly. But we're going to go ahead and dive into one of the articles and just read it real quick. But before we do, as you can see, like I said, pro-Trump Republican aiming to unseat Ilhan Omar, charged with felony. See, what this is basically they're smearing the crap out of you. Even before you get a chance to challenge Ilhan Omar, who, by the way, Ilhan Omar is running her district into the damn ground, but who cares? Who really cares? Her constituency probably has the power enough to accuse you falsely all around town of shoplifting from Targets. All right, so let's go ahead and read the Mercury News, if we'd be so privileged. Real quick, we'll just read the article and what they had to say. We pretty much know what they had to say. Elian Omar's challenger accused of stealing 279 items from Target. All right, the Associated Press. So you could tell there's not going to be a name on this, and nobody gives a damn about the allegations that they're putting forth. A Republican challenger to Democratic U.S. Representative Elian Omar is accused of shopping 279 items from a suburban Target earlier this year. Okay, can we hear some details? How do you steal 279 items? Oh, yeah, I want to know. A criminal complaint says Danielle Stella stole items valued at more than $2,000. See, once you reach a certain fold past $2,000, now they're going to start charging you for felonies and stuff like that. Before that, it's kind of a lower, it's almost like it's probably a misdemeanor, if you will. All right, so once you reach that threshold, that particular threshold, now they start charging you with felonies. Do you understand? A criminal complaint says Danielle Stella stole items valued at more than $2,000 from a Target during one visit at January 8th. See, I mean, of course they're going to change up the story as it suits them, but she stole what? During one visit from Target at January the 8th, she stole $2,000 worth of stuff. That's what you're trying to tell me. And y'all just let her walk out with it. All right? I'm talking about 279 different items. That's what happened. Well, here's what I'm going to ask you. Y'all had that on videotape? Y'all have any evidence of that happening? The answer to my question is no, just so that y'all know. And I know that for a fact, all right? I don't need them to just murmur and discuss among themselves whether or not they have the video. No, they don't have the video, and that's why we're not seeing the video. The video does not exist, all right? I'm here to tell you. Okay, so she allegedly told police she doesn't remember anything after arriving at Target due to post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, that's not a quote or anything. They're not going to quote the lady, but they're going to say some gibberish and, hope that you believe it. The Star Tribune reported that Stella was arrested again in April after allegedly stealing $40 in cat food. $40 in cat food from the Cub grocery store. A police report says that she told an officer she forgot to pay. Wow, this is amazing. It's all pretty well amazing. All right. And you can see where this is going. Just as soon as you decide to run against an Elian Omar and you're calling her a criminal and you're saying, oh, maybe she needs to leave this country for her criminal ways. See, as soon as you start doing that, you're going to start getting your whole reputation totally dug out from beneath you and totally destroyed right in front of you. And that's the whole point. All right, you're not going to run against nobody. All right, doesn't matter. Elian Omar is running her damn district into the ground, and guess what? It doesn't even look like America no more. It kind of looks like Saudi Arabia. None of that matters. All right, what matters is you had the nerve and the gall enough to run against Elian Omar. We were going to forgive you for your $2,000 worth of shoplifting until you started to run against Elian Omar. Oh, now we're going to bring it up. All right, now we're going to arrest you at any opportunity. We're just going to arrest the crap out of you, and that's the whole point of what's going on here. All right. Meanwhile, we're going to write all these articles. People are going to have their articles and more articles, and they're going to get paid off of putting your dang picture up of you crying because chances are you didn't steal all the stuff. All right. Chances are you're actually a veteran and a teacher for special needs students. All right. That's the chances of this. Anyways, I appreciate y'all, and I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention because I know it's kind of sliding up under the radar right now. So y'all let me know, holler at me about other things that may or may not be sliding up under the radar right now, and I'll bring them up. I'll just try and bring them up. And I appreciate y'all, man. It's August the 4th or 5th, 2019.